first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
The Chargers at 3-1 here through the first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Darius Davis,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
A try here for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Now it's Herbert. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Ram. Set.
Herbert on 1st down now. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Sherman. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 25.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
12.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
21.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And shoving his way inside the 35. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Under a minute to go, clock running and a back and forth first quarter of play. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now George. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. George looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. George to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Herbert now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, George. He's got it. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Let's go now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hurry, hurry.
Looking to throw. George. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jalen Hyatt from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Let's go.
Ready. On first down, it's Herbert. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Under pressure, they got him again. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident, because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's pulled in at the 32. Oh, what a move. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second down and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And slow going there, as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Now it's second and 10.
Back to throw. George escaping the pressure right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, Sherman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. Touchdown, Chargers! Quentin Johnston, 26 yards. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to... Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Now for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
19 Tigers. Ready.
Operating from the gun, George. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing on first down, George. That one finds Hyatt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Hyatt has got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. Off play action, George. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sherman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Past the 60, past the 60.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark it down for a win in the defense's column.
And a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Go.
On second down, it's Sherman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Herbert. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, George. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Liking 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready?
Looking to throw. George. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down.
Ready?
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Get it?
On 1st and 10, George. That is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
Come on, come on. Set.
They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 45, Chargers 21.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. George. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks 52, Chargers 21.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Herbert on first down now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
5-9, 5-9. Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
Off play action. George steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. George eluding the pressure right. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. Powering forward, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot